All right, joining us now on Hot Copy, one Pac-Man Party List Representative Mikee Romero. Congressman Romero, good morning to you.
Good morning, Karen, and to all the viewers of Headstart, a pleasant good morning.
All right, a little context here. You were actually the first casualty of former Speaker Cayetano. You were the first leader that he removed as head of the party list bloc, being deputy speaker, and he replaced you with Congressman Fred Castro, who party list representatives say was not even coming from a party list group. Can you take us first behind the scenes? You didn't want to speak out then. I had asked you for an interview then. What happened during that time?
I think that was brought out because I was part of now Speaker Lord Alan Velasco's team that went to Malacanang on September 29th. So the aftermath of that, after the president already told us, as the various leaders of the different parties, I think everyone was there, PDP, NUP, NPC, NP, Lakas, and the party list block, which is the second biggest block already. We're almost as big as the biggest block, which is PDP. So when we were there, we heard the president said that to honor the term sharing, and I was hoping that it would be a smooth transition. But I guess after that, Thursday came. That was Tuesday. Thursday came, and I was ousted as a deputy speaker representing the party list block. So,
Okay,
I'm
was
the first
that
casualty of war.
yeah? Was that the only reason? Sources tell me that earlier than that, you were also, in other words, going around Congress with a manifesto asking for support for Velasco when Cayetano was still speaker. Was that actually true?
No, it wasn't true. It was never true. Because we believed of the gentleman's agreement at the time of 1521. The 15th month actually ends September 30. So ako, naniniwala ako at that time that Cayetano will honor his word and give up the speakership to Speaker Lord Alan on the 30th of September. So that didn't happen. I wasn't going around asking people or congressmen to sign manifesto. It is not needed at that time.
All right. Now, what happened after? Have you been reinstated already?
No, because afterwards, di ba, ang daming nangyari. No,
No, now. I mean, you already have Speaker Velasco. His speakership was already ratified yesterday, so to speak, in the lower house. But have you been reinstated as deputy speaker?
No, not yet. No, and I'm okay as it is. No, I'm a congressman for the Republic of the Philippines. I'm okay with that.
Okay, and this is just, we're just curious, the three other casualties in this leadership row. You have Congresswoman D, also Martinez, who was just with ANC this morning. Were they also reinstated, or everybody stays as is first until the budget is passed?
I don't know. It depends on Speaker, our new Speaker, Lord Alan Velasco's prerogative. No, but I think the casualties is one from NPC, one from PDP, and another one from the party list coalition, Sharon Garin, Eric Martinez, and Congresswoman Helen Tan. So.
Yes.
That's life.
Yeah. So it stays as is. There are no reinstatements just yet.
For now, for yesterday, nobody was reinstated except a new speaker was ratified in the House yesterday.
Okay. All right.
About 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Deputy Speaker El Rey Villafuerte said in an interview with ANC yesterday, he said that he believes the majority was still with Cayetano, and that he did the statesman-like thing to do, gentlemanly and statesman, which was to resign.
Actually, I refute those statements by El Rey, no? Congressman El Rey Villafuerte, because October 12 at 12 noon, 186 congressmen ousted Alan Peter Cayetano as Speaker of the House of Representatives. At about 12:30, same day, October 12, we elected all 186 of us, comprising the majority, all voted and elected Speaker Lord Alan Velasco as the new Speaker of the House of Representatives. The next day, October 13, Representative Alan Peter Cayetano, resigned. So I don't think he resigned for what purpose, diba? Because he was already ousted a day before. I'm just being factual.
Okay, all right. Moving now to the budget. What is the agenda for today? Of course, you started deliberating the budget yesterday, and when it was
Mall tayo! 100% legit brand.
passed on second reading, Congressman Romero, there were 18 agencies, am I correct, that have not been heard. Tama, no? Anong nangyari kahapon, and what is the agenda for today?
Yes, ma'am. Yesterday, we have to ratify the election of Speaker Lord Alan in the new plenary, which it was a makeshift plenary in Celebrity. No, we believe that we as congressmen and as majority of congressmen comprises the House of Representatives, not the place. So in doing so, we have elected Speaker Alan in Celebrity, and October 13, yesterday, we need to ratify him inside Congress already and start the budget deliberations. No? As per the prerogative, the urgent memorandum of the President, for us to finish the budget from October 13 to 16. There is still 18 agencies, and out of the 18, we started the budget deliberation yesterday at 3 p.m. and nakatatlo na kami, so it's now down to 15.
Okay.
We
you
opened
name
until about 9 p.m.
Can you name the 3 agencies that were tackled yesterday? Would you have them?
Yes, we finished the Commission on Audit yesterday, as well as the Civil Service Commission and the DSWD. We finished all 3 yesterday, and we finished at about 9 p.m. Naging business as usual kasi yesterday after installing or ratifying the speakership of Lord Alan Velasco inside the House of Representatives, with again 186 votes or elected votes. We started the business as usual for the whole house. No? So yun nga, nakatapos kami ng tatlo, and today I think we have
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Before you go for today, just very quickly, sa DSWD, in the Senate, you have senators wanting to increase the budget of the DSWD. For 2021, it's already increased, but they said that there's no allocation for the social amelioration program. Tama pa po ba yan, or iba na po ang naipasa nyo kahapon, Congressman?
Ma'am, the SAP po is part of the Bayanihan 1 and 2. No? And I think one of the urgent bills that we will be doing together with the Senate is what we will be calling the Bayanihan 3. And part of that will be the SAPs. No? I think the SAP, some of them are already imputed or nakalagay na dito, plus the Pantawid Pamilya program, the 4 Ps. No? Are all part of the DSWD. So about 4 million 4 million families will be receiving their regular 4-piece and for the whole year, and siguro mga 18 million more families will be receiving the SAPs, no?
Okay. I'm not sure if you have the budget in front of you, but is this still correct? In the Senate hearing, the DSWD said that their budget increased by 4.45%. I think do you have it there at 162.09 billion? Tama ba yung figures natin?
Karen, I think I'll just check from Congress kasi we ended late with DSWD.
Yeah.
I think we finished at 10 p.m. I wasn't in Congress anymore.
Yes. But what you are saying today is magkakaroon ng Bayanihan 3. And that's where that's where the social amelioration for the bulk of social amelioration for 2021 will be. Tama ito. This is cash aid. So meron pang separate na budget para sa cash aid for COVID next year.
Yes, Karen, we will finish first the Bayanihan 2 for this year, and then we will, again, pinag-uusapan pa lang by both houses yung what to include and what to be part of the, what we will be calling the Bayanihan 3. That is still in work in progress. Especially ngayon na magpalit-palit yung mga leadership sa House.
Pero itong Bayanihan 3, just for the record, no, of course, this will be discussed when Congress.
What's up, everyone? I'm Lady Liberty, aka Johnny Rice.
Has already resumed sessions after you go on recess this October, or by next year na ito? Or by November ito na, you will be discussing this?
Kaya we will be finishing the budget for the whole country. Itong 16, and then Congress will go on recess until November 16. No? November 16, may mga small groups kasi for economics, for property. So, hahati-hatiin ulit to. No? So, uulitin natin yung proseso. That will take about 2 months again.
Okay. Now,
kasi hinihimay namin yung mga budgets for our Filipino countrymen.
Okay. Now, the small committee that former Speaker Alan Cayetano formed that was supposed to accept the amendments, anong nangyari doon? So, ano nang proseso ngayon for amendments?
Karen, the budget was reopened. Yung pagmamadali nung Cayetano camp to end the budget on second reading without even reading about 18 more budgets was now reopened. So yung pag-suspend nun, so ngayon hindi na siya suspended, balik na naman kami sa floor for sponsorship and debates until Friday.
So technically
tatapusin namin.
So technically, what the former speaker did, right, was already pass the budget invoking Section 55 by terminating budget debates, right? So what you're saying is it's now not passed. You've reopened it, right?
Yes, because we think that it's very unconstitutional in nature. Kaya because we haven't scrutinized half of the agency's budget. The power of the purse is always with Congress, no? And what it means is that we have the oversight powers to scrutinize all the budget, no? Hindi naman pwedeng in toto or as is mapasa yun because alam natin, yung mga budget, may mga insertions dyan, may mga lump sum, so we need to dissect it more. So I think the Makabayan bloc or the other blocks already asked also for the budget to be reopened. And that's exactly what we did. And that's what the president wanted also.
So the controversial budget of Taguig, that is something, if I'm correct, 11 or 12 billion. and then Kamsur, which was something like 8. You can correct me, if I'm getting the figures mixed up now. What will happen to that? Will it be will it be in effect scrutinized again, or sabay kam na yon?
All the budgets are being scrutinized at this point, no? Regardless of whether it's from Taguig or Kamsur, no? And we will be passing for second reading this Friday, no? So everything is still under budget deliberations.
So pwedeng bumaba ang budget, sinasabi mo, ng Taguig, Kamsur, that's been pointed out by Congressman Tevez nung tinanong niya bakit ganun kalaki?
Hindi ko pa nakikita yung budget po ng Taguig and Kamsur, no? But
Okay.
So I'm not privy to those things na sinabi ni Congressman Tevez.
All right. So the agenda for today, Congressman Mikee, anong agencies ang didinggin? So nakatatlo na po kayo kahapon.
It will be business as usual. This morning, we will have the Office of the Vice President, the state universities and colleges, ang executive offices, Commission on Higher Education, MPRCB, Optical Media Board, and then ito pong DAP, Development Academy of the Philippines. DPWH is the main event for today.
Okay.
I think this will be at 2 p.m. No? So,
Oo.
yung DPWH, DAR, DOTR, no? COMELEC. So, kung ano matapos ngayon, tatapusin ngayon. And then, magdamagan to until tomorrow.
Oo.
Based on schedule po to.
Oo. Okay. The DPWH, for example, will you be having enough time? Because, okay, Senator Panfilo Lacson, for example, he flagged 8 billion pesos in lump sum projects, infra projects for the DPWH's 2021 budget. How would you do it then? Would you already look into what Senator Lacson has flagged and already address it in the lower house? Or hihintayin nyo na bycam pa yun?
Definitely, we will open. What happens kasi sa budget deliberation, we open everything para kaming mga doktor na yung buong anatomy ng isang tao, bubuksan namin. So it will exactly be the same, no? Bubuksan namin and pag-aaralan namin lahat. And we will question everything, including what Senator Ping Lacson has spoken about.
But what's interesting...
So if this takes about 24 hours or the whole 2 days, we will do it, definitely.
But then what's interesting is when you look at senators asking about the budget, it's in detail focusing per agency. How do you expect to finish? I think for today, you've mentioned at least 5 to 8 agencies for today. Correct, Congressman?
Those agencies those are the schedules, no? So, depends yan. Kunyari, ang DPWH will be finished in 6 hours or 12 hours. Then the next agency, kaya magdamagan din sila nasa Congress waiting for their turn. No? So,
yes.
once natapos na to, another agency comes in and then another agency. This is just the schedule. It doesn't mean that they have to, all 5 agencies will be done all today. Wala kaming
Ganon. Yeah. But
pressure
then,
on that.
with 18 agencies sacrificed because of the leadership intramurals, 18 agencies, no, with you just said the DPWH being the biggest for today, it's quite surprising that technically it hasn't been scrutinized much earlier. Ang tanong ko, Congressman Mikee, will the House be able to transmit and finish the budget on third reading by October 16? Because that was the President's proclamation, special sessions 13 to 16. Kakayanin nyo ba?
We will try our best to finish on the 16th, no, in time for what the President has stated. But we have, under our rules, we have Section 87 convening of the House during a recess. No? So the Speaker, in consultation with the majority and minority leaders and their Senate counterparts, may convene the House in session at any time during recess or between sessions to consider urgent legislative matters or concerns like this. So we can still convene during recess and in time kasi we will just we will pass siguro the budget to the Senate on the third week of October. which
Third
is,
week?
by
Oo.
third week.
Okay, so can you
we
give
have,
me a date?
We have time to extend it. No? Actually, I have to talk to the speaker about the date. But I am not the one in charge of finance. No, I did not take the position
yeah.
of El Rey.
Yeah. Or yeah.
So,
But sorry to interrupt you, but one thing is clear, the budget no longer has to be printed. That much I got. You don't have to transmit it to the Senate. You don't have to print it anymore, right?
We still have to print
you
it.
still do?
We still have to
Okay.
give a hard copy, both a soft copy and hard copy to the Senate.
Okay, because I interviewed some...
Kasi on third reading, you need to have a hard copy. No, that's part of our rules. To have a hard copy of the NEP, or at this point, when you read it sa third reading, it will be the GAB 1 and GAB 2 already, which is the General Appropriations Bill already. And that the GAB will be the one that will be transmitted to the Senate, not the NEP already.
Okay. But clearly what I mistook it is you don't have to give a copy for third reading to all the congressmen anymore. That's what was said to me on the show. No more. That will save time eh. You still have to.
Po yun eh. It's according to our rules for each of the congressmen to have a hard copy of the GAB.
Before it's voted into third.
Or get your money back.
Yes, it is necessary and it's part of our rules.
Is it there a more efficient way to do this? I mean, I'm sidetracking here. I mean, number one, printing that much. You don't do soft copies. Isn't that a bit, at this point in time?
Karen, kasi for 18 congresses already, it is part of our rules that upon third reading, a hard copy of the bill should be on our table at that point. Kasi yun ang basis namin for approving such even the national budget for 2021.
Okay, all right. So can you name the other agencies that you still need to hear?
Wow, there's still a lot. We have DepEd, we have DICT, Commission on Human Rights, which medyo matagal siguro to.
Pero yung DepEd, just quickly, for example, you're just reopening DepEd, but there were budget deliberations on DepEd in the past, or completely hindi dinidig yun?
Hindi yata dininig because it's part of the agencies that will be deliberated tomorrow, Thursday. I think this is for Thursday.
Okay.
So DepEd, Human Rights, Department of Tourism and Health. On Friday, we have the Congress, the Office of the President, Department of Energy, DILG, DND, DFA, ito yung mga natira eh.
Yeah.
And then debate na.
Pero I'm just, anong ginagawa ng Kongreso all this time? Kung hindi nyo dininig yun. I mean, kung hindi ito dininig ng Kongreso before, when you look at the Senate, I mean, they're deliberating and hearing it every day. You're mentioning so many big agencies that you're telling me has to be heard in the next 4 days and maybe a few special sessions more. Anong ginawa noon during Speaker Cayetano's time?
Uh, I, ang ginawa kasi, there was a schedule that we need to finish uh, within 5 days, I think, at that time. But I think it was Tuesday nung sinuspend yung budget, and then we passed it on second reading. So, itong mga to, we did not have a chance to
Scrutinize.
their budgets.
Yeah. So
We approved it in total,
2 weeks
so-
have been put to waste. Ganun ba yun? 2 weeks.
I think it's about a week, no?
Oh.
Or was it 2? Siguro nga, no? So 2 weeks, and nasayang yung time to scrutinize. But in any which way, we are here to work, and matatapos namin to by October 16. If not, we will extend and hold special sessions for a few days siguro, and then we will submit it to the Senate already.
Okay, maybe my last question.
Yung kasing 3-day rule was waived already. The 3-day rule between the second and third reading is
Ayun,
waived because of the certification of the president that it is urgent. So if we approve this on second reading, we can, if we have the hard copies, we can approve the same day for third reading. So October 16 kung matapos, we can approve second and third reading all in the same day.
Okay, all right.
And then submit it next week to the Senate.
Okay. Now, this is also going to be a test of leadership for Speaker Lord Alan Velasco. Lessons learned. I mean, you've seen speakers come and go. The most recent one being Alvarez being ousted and GMA being put into the speakership seat. But what mistakes, I guess, do speakers commonly make or leaders make that they don't learn from? And what lessons, what's your takeaway? I mean, at one point, Speaker Cayetano was extremely powerful in the lower house.
You know, I was also your guest during the coup attempt, the coup d'etat, or
Against
the
Alvarez.
unseating of Alvarez, and then was for GMA. No? So the lessons learned probably is that the House of Representatives is made up of 300 or more congressmen, not not by 20 or 25 exclusive members of a part of a group. No? For the other leaders who might be speakers in the future, you have to really open up Congress. Hindi lang yung barkadahan system. No? The House of Congress is the House of the people, and it should remain as the House of the people.
On that
And
note,
in doing so, today, to about 240 as of last night.
okay. Actually, nawala yung audio. Can you repeat what you said as of today?
Sorry, as of last night, from 186, the majority that signed already is already 240.
Okay. 200.
240 congressmen
Yes.
out of the 301. And
So-
I think it will end to about 260.
Okay. So 240 congressmen out of 299 members of the House have already signed for Velasco as Speaker of the House. Okay.
Yes, we're now 301 because we swore in 2 congressmen yesterday.
Oo. Okay, very quickly, no, that's quite controversial. Ang tanong nga is why was Cardema's wife already sworn in?
From the part of
yeah,
Congress,
yeah.
With the certificate of proclamation from the COP coming from the COMELEC. So everything was in order. So we swore in the Duterte Youth Party list yesterday.
Okay, all right. And very quickly, Paulo Duterte was was made to be in charge of accounts. So these are the internal expenses, essentially, of the lower house. There are questions all over social media. Was that a post given to him as a reward of some sort? Why that post?
I don't know. No, these posts are very close to the heart of the speaker. So it's what we call the speaker's choice. No, if he has the confidence to put Pulong as one of his trusted men's accounting or sa accounts, then it's the speaker's choice ang masusunod dito.
Okay. On that note,
The trusted confidence is with Pulong, I think. Sorry about that.
okay. Congressman Mikee Romero, I want to thank you for finally saying yes to our interview. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, Karen, siguro in ending, we are back. The House of Representatives is back to work, and as of today, we are one solid and unified Congress, and we expect to give our help to the Filipino people. Nandito na po kami, natapos na, everything is over, and everything is back to where it should be, back in business. Thank you, Karen.
All right. Thank you very much. Stay strong and stay safe, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. Headstart will be right back.